That was so fake, me walking in that door. I actually did set the camera up. That is like cringing me out beyond belief, but I just got home from work and I was like, how do I start this vlog? This is quite a dark, dull doorway to be starting the vlog, so how do I make this a little bit more interesting? So I decided to go with like the Casey Neistat, I've set my camera up approach, and like I'm never doing that again. That really cringed me out. Pretending. I also, when I was out there, was like, am I about to accidentally lock myself out of my flat? Can you imagine if I did that? That would be the biggest fail ever. I just got through the door from work. It's currently Tuesday evening. I'm absolutely shattered, guys. I'm having such a busy time at work right now. I'm not complaining because I actually really enjoy the work. I don't know if I've shared on here before, but my new role is an employment law role. So I'm an employment lawyer and I'm just super interested in employment law. I think it's so interesting, even though it can be quite difficult at times and like busy, especially in the current climate. It's such an interesting job and I feel like I'm literally just helping people all day long. So I do feel like I get a lot of job satisfaction, so that's good, but it does mean that I'm kind of exhausted right now. I'm going away at the weekend up north with my friends. It's like a trip that we take every single year. It's a very outdoorsy weekend, so I'm a little bit concerned about it because, as you guys will know, because I don't stop moaning all the time about my allergies, I'm struggling a little bit at the moment with my allergies. They have died down a little bit because it's been quite cloudy and rainy recently, but I am a little bit concerned that it's going to be a nightmare while I'm away. But one of the biggest things that I've learned about my allergies is that the key is to not only take your medication when they get bad, it's to like build it up and like don't stop taking it during those periods, because yeah, I don't know, that's what works for me basically. Being really on top of it, I've got my nasal spray. I just went to Boots and did a little Boots run. If my allergies get really bad before Friday, I might just not go. But I'm hoping that that's not the case because it's a trip that I look forward to every year and it's a really nice time that I get to spend with my friends, so that would be good. I also got some, I'll show you everything actually that I got from Boots. Let me just bring you through to the living room. I also need to get myself a drink. I'm so thirsty. Like, it's crazy how thirsty I am right now. New juice unlocked, the Robinson's Creations. Peach and raspberry. It's not as good as just the peach, but I'll take it. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who commented on my vlog saying like well wishes about my health, and also well wishes, like gave me advice on my allergies, because it's been so helpful. I've been looking into loads of stuff about it, and yeah, thank you so much. I can't believe anyone cares about anything to do with me, so it's really lovely to read all of the comments. But just then after work I went and did my returns. I hate doing my returns, but I feel like such a boss bitch when I go and just do it all. So I was feeling amazing and magnetic, and then I came out and I was like, okay, I'm gonna pop into Boots and just do a little restock of the things that I need. So I've done that. I ended up spending £27 in Boots, which is so annoying, but it's all stuff that I really needed. So, well, not all stuff that I really needed, but I've not done a Boots restock in a while. So I got 3 packs of cotton pads. I've completely run out of cotton pads, and I do really enjoy using just like a plain Boots micellar water before I do my cleanser. So I got that. Some dry shampoo that says be you. How cute is that? I love that advice. It says I am who I am, filter free, your truth. I love how like extra all the packaging is for the dry shampoos. They have so many different types. Like some of them, I was gonna get the Pride one that says love is love. I am an ally, but I just didn't like the smell of that one. I got floss because, as you guys will know, I'm very much into my flossing. I floss twice a day these days. Can't believe that I spent so long of my life like not being on it with my flossing. I don't feel like my toothbrush, mouth, oral hygiene cleaning routine is complete until I've flossed properly. So, toothpaste. I got some hay fever eye drops. I've never tried these ones before. I used to use the Optrex Sparkling Eyes eye drops that really worked for my allergies, and they basically just make the whites of your eyes really white and they get rid of any like bloodshot eyes, and they really worked for my allergies really well. But then they kind of stopped working so well, and then when I went to the optician to get an eye test recently, they told me, I explained that to the woman, and she was like, oh, actually that's interesting you say that, because recently they've changed Like, they don't really make them as strong anymore, because the reason why they make your eyes white is because they like cut off blood supply to your eye, and like I don't think it's technically that good for your eyes, so they changed the formula of them so they're not as effective anymore. I don't know, that could be me totally mishearing her wrong, but I got these ones that are specifically for itchy eyes, so hopefully they work. And then I got 2 items that aren't really a necessity, but the first one is this eye makeup remover, which is like, I don't know why it's so light blue at the moment, it's usually like dark blue on the top, and it's the only one that can get off the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. So yeah, I used that. And then I also got a Maybelline eraser concealer, because especially when I'm not wearing much makeup, or I'm going camping or something like that, or I'm like in the outdoors kind of vibes, I just want a really light coverage, so I won't probably even take foundation with me. I'll just do a little bit of this concealer. But yeah, that's everything that I bought, and that, can you believe, was £27 just for those products, which is bloody wild, but hey ho. Swear to God, I don't eat that much ramen. My mum will comment going crazy at me because she thinks I eat too much ramen. I bought a pack of 5 a few weeks ago, and this will be my 3rd packet, so don't worry, Mum, and don't worry anyone else that's concerned about me. I don't have it as much as you might think, despite the fact that every time I film I seem to have ramen. Do you know what it is? I'll explain to you what it is. The reason why I'm always having ramen when I'm filming is because I like to film most of the time when I have time alone at home, because I really like filming when I'm by myself. I feel like I can be more natural on camera and speak to you just like I'm speaking to a friend. And the times that I have ramen are usually the times where I'm having a girl dinner by myself, because Fraser doesn't like ramen.
Yeah.
You said that about me, but unexpectedly.
Oh my god. I don't know if I've mentioned on here, but I don't think I have. I'm like in an obsessed period with Love Island. I'm watching it every single night. It's all I think about. Like, I'm so excited to watch the first look on Instagram every single day, and it's just chef's kiss. It's just been like movie night. Jasmine and Kevin just got back together, which I kind of like, but I feel really bad for everyone that's kind of been hurt in the process. Like, I feel really bad for Charlene. I thought I really liked Kevin, and I thought he was such a lovely boy, but I actually think he's got quite a nasty side to him, and I really don't like it when you just see a boy just change up and be really rude or dismissive towards a girl. That, like, him and Charlene were quite close, and I just don't like the way that he treated her, especially when she was saying about how she felt a bit sad about him and Jasmine going to the hideaway, and I just feel like he could have handled that a lot better and a lot nicer. I think he has a little bit of like a nasty streak in him, where it's maybe not malicious and he doesn't intend it, but I feel like, yeah, it's just really off-putting when someone's like, can turn a little bit nasty. And then I also felt like at movie night, when the clips were being shown of Jasmine, and like when the clips were being shown of him flirting with Charlene, Jasmine was upset and crying, but then when it was clips of Jasmine being shown, he was almost excited about it, because he was getting points, and like, it made him look better almost. So yeah, I didn't really like that. I also think I'm gonna really like Kevin and Jasmine together now that they're just 100% for each other. I think that that's what they needed to do, because they both obviously really like each other. And I love, my favourite boy is Lorenzo. I also don't know any of these people, so I'm just basing it off of what's being edited, so I could be totally wrong. They could all be the complete opposite of what I thought they were, but I thought I would just share some of my opinions on the current Love Island situation right now. But I'm gonna brush my teeth. I had my noodles for dinner, they were so good. And then Fraser and I started watching a show called Half Man, which is by Richard Gadd, who is the Scottish guy that created Baby Reindeer. He also acted in Baby Reindeer as well as writing it. And very interesting so far.
Response in me, but I do think I just have a thing with my hair.
I'm just getting ready to go to work. Got my wee bag here. pretty much fully ready. I need to leave in like 5 minutes, but I'm gonna quickly make some lunch. Itchy eyes last night, so my eye is a little bit red. I've not got any mascara on today to try and give my eyes a little bit of a break. I pretty much haven't been wearing mascara for the past like 6 weeks because it's just a little bit irritating to my eye. I made myself a pita yesterday, and the pitas are in date, but it was a little bit mouldy. So I'm not having that again. I think I'm going to make a roll. This roll is very 2D and flat, but I think I'm going to make a roll with some cheese and chicken on it. Oh, and I have some coleslaw that I made. Chipotle coleslaw with some cabbage and chipotle sauce and mayo, and that's what I'm going to do. That'll be nice. Weather in Edinburgh has gotten a bit cooler recently, which is quite nice. I feel like I'm sleeping a lot better because obviously we don't have AC here, so when it is really hot and our flats heat up, it's just pretty roasting. So I used to hate the flavour of cucumber, like I found it really strong and overpowering, but I don't know what happened. I just slowly became less of a fussy eater, and now I love the taste of cucumber. Taking a pack of mini cheddars. I'm also going to take with me a Kit Kat hazelnut. These taste like Buenos, but in Kit Kat form, and they're so good. And that's my little lunchbox ready to go. I don't have time to make myself Weetabix and stand and eat it or sit and eat it, so I'm going to grab myself a little breakfast bar, which I like to do randomly. I also got ready in the weirdest way this morning. I literally got ready, like I did my hair, did my makeup, and then I realized that I hadn't showered yet. So then I had a shower. I don't know, maybe doing things in a different order stops you from like slowing down. I don't know. Who knows? Also, I'd love to try out taking a boy bike to work at some point because I tried one out recently and it was amazing. So I'm out of work, but don't be fooled, it's not 5 p.m. I am on my lunch break. I need to be better at getting out of work on my lunch break because, especially in the summer when my allergies are bad, I kind of just avoid it. I'm trying to be more proactive about getting up and going out for a little walk. So that's what I just did. Went for a little walk, got myself a DC, and I'm just going to drink it. I also have walked past so many gardens this lunchtime. In Edinburgh, there's a lot of flats that are kind of basement flats, and there's like a railing and you can see them below. I'll actually just show you because there's one here right now. Down here, for example, this is a basement flat, and yeah, people have basically got like little spaces in front of their flat. Whenever I'm on my lunch break, I kind of like look down into the basement flats, which might be kind of weird to admit, but I'm sure loads of people do it. And you can basically see how people have set up their little basement garden areas because they're total sun traps. You don't get a lot of wind down there. I'm getting so jealous of everyone's little garden. It's making me really want a garden. I've seen quite a few people sat out like having their lunch and just sitting in the sun, like a little table and chairs, and I'm like, oh my god, imagine being able to go out there and have your breakfast in the morning. I would just absolutely love to have a space like that that's my own, that I could sit out even with my laptop, although I am really skeptical of people that can sit and do work on their laptop in the blazing sunshine. I get so overstimulated by the light and not being able to see the screen of the laptop, but like even just being able to sit out there with some breakfast or lunch and like read a book or something, it would be so nice. And I'm just totally craving it, and I feel like it's so cute. Like everyone has their own little basement area and can make it their own. I would love to have some plants down there. I don't know, I feel like me and my boyfriend could sit out there and have a little drink. I'm so jealous of people that can like have a little glass of wine on a Friday in their flat or in their house to like wind down, because I just don't feel like it makes me feel wound down. I find it, I don't know why I have such a block against drinking at home, but I think if I had a little garden to drink in, it would be different. I think I would really enjoy drinking in a garden. So yeah, that's my current lunchtime thoughts. Dreaming about having a garden. I've actually been thinking a lot recently about how much I want to be in the countryside especially from that trip that I just did recently. I went to Plockton. If you haven't seen my little short on Instagram, go over and check that out. My handle is at Jen Harris, and I posted a little short of my weekend there.
In colour, thank God.
But yeah, I was expecting to go away for the weekend and essentially have the worst allergies ever. But one of my friends explained to me, I don't know if this is true, so don't quote me on this, but my friend told me, and she's a pretty good knowledge base, I'm going to take her word for it, that basically in the countryside, like in cities, they choose to have mainly the male species of a plant. So for example, trees, they go plant way more male trees because they don't have to deal with the fruit that comes alongside having female species of trees. The male species of trees, they either have a lot more pollen or you're more allergic to the pollen of a male species tree, or something to do with the fact that there's more male species of tree in the city means that you're more allergic. My allergies were absolute, like they weren't 100%, like I was still taking my allergy tablets, doing my eye drops and stuff like that, but it was like night and day compared to being here. Like it was really good weather and I spent a lot of time outside and it was still like pretty incredible. I wasn't struggling with itchy eyes or anything like that. So that's another reason why Jen Harris needs to move to the countryside eventually at some point. And I'm not talking like middle of nowhere. I still want to be near the city, but I just want a bit more space. Like I love gardens. Do I sound insane? I'm looking for my glasses case right now, but I can't find it. I must have left it in the office. Anyway, I'm going to continue some editing on my phone. I've been doing that recently. I used to be such a laptop editor, but I'm now editing a little bit on my phone, especially like the short form stuff. It's so easy to edit. Yeah, I'm going to continue that. I'm making the most of my lunch breaks, essentially, instead of just writing them off. I'll see you at 5 o'clock-ish. It is so much later now, it's like 8:30. As you can see, I'm on my way somewhere. I'm heading to Neighbourgood, which is in Relief Park. It's like an outdoor drinks area. I'll show you it when we get there, but basically, I actually should probably work out who I'm talking to when I'm making these vlogs, because I feel like most of the people that watch my videos are from Edinburgh. But if you're not from Edinburgh, it's basically like or you don't know what Neighbourgood Market is. It's basically like an outdoor park. Oh my god, why am I explaining this in such a weird way? It's basically like a park. Sorry, I was screaming there. You can have drinks and like sit outside, and they have big screens for watching football or Wimbledon or whatever's on. I just had dinner with Fraser and a couple of our friends. They all headed down to watch the football. They're freezing. Apparently it's really, really cold. So I've got a backpack full of some jumpers here and I'm bringing them down. Actually, I wasn't going to go and watch it, I was just going to stay at home, but that's kind of given me the energy I needed to just like get over myself and go down. I always feel like weeknights I need to be bedded by like 9:30, 10 o'clock, but actually make the most of weeknights, you know, just like get out there and enjoy it. So that's what I'm doing, heading down, and I thought I'd pick up the camera. We had enchiladas for dinner. I wanted to film that, but I'm not very good at filming when I have people over, as you guys already know. So I've just thrown some comfy clothes on. You really would expect it to be quite hot, but it's not. It's pretty cold in the shade. Probably have a beer. Would be rude not to. Watch the England-Argentina game at the pub. And I'll bring you with me as usual. Funny thing is, when Neighbourgood first started, like they have it for a few months every summer, I was bloody there with bells on every single Saturday, every single Sunday, drinking with my pals. Like I loved it, but I actually haven't been. I didn't go last year, haven't been this year. I just don't really go anymore, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like. I think they've changed it up a fair bit. Hopefully I'm not freezing, because all I brought was this jumper, but I think those guys left in t-shirts, so I think I should be fine in a jumper. For reference, when I left the house it was 0-0. We'll see if anybody scored by the time we get there. I am half English. Technically I should be supporting England, however there is a lot of beef between Scotland and England when it comes to football, and Scottish people don't really support England. I have a different situation going on with me, which is that I just, like, whenever I'm watching any kind of sport, I'm just always supporting whoever has less points or who's the underdog. So whoever's losing throughout this game, I'll be supporting the other team. I just got swooped by a seagull. I've arrived and I'm having a little beer, and England are winning 1-0, so naturally I'm supporting the underdog at the moment. But actually I'd be quite happy for England. Well, the underdog in my eyes is just whoever's got less points right now.
Oh, okay. So you use that excited neutral?
Yeah. It's absolutely freezing cold as well. I could have done with like a proper jacket right now. I also look crazy with this one piece of hair. Tell the vlog about it.
Alright. Fine.
Go.
The advertising boards around the side of the stadium are actually playing 4 adverts at the same time.
Yes.
Dum 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 dum.
Yep.
They sit in different quadrants so that each camera represents different languages, different parts of the world. Listen.